Hello, you are on a session Why Your Persona Decides to Buy in the Setting Your Foundation segment. This session will focus on helping you to learn and understand how your target prospect makes that all-important decision as to whether or not they will buy what you sell. In our day-to-day lives, we actually make very few decisions based on facts and figures. Instead, we rely mostly on senses. We match the things we experience and compare them with familiar past patterns that our collective experience tell us will meet our needs. From the radio station to where we live, our decisions are based on emotions. We do this because it works most of the time. Indeed, we couldn't function at all if we had to analyze every single decision as if it were a new situation. We simply wouldn't have the time or mental bandwidth. Our thought process has been honed over 1,000 centuries of human evolution, enabling us to instantly assess new situations as either potentially dangerous or extremely desirable. We have an almost instantaneous ability to unconsciously recognize certain patterns that aid us in making quick decisions. Did you know that 90% of all new product advertising fails despite being market tested in advance? That's because this testing uses logic-based approaches, such as consumer surveys and focus groups. Prospects want to deal with an expert, and for the smart small business owner or small practice owner, willing to break from the pack and market to a specific segment of a much larger market, the prospects interested in what they sell will instantly be drawn to them. But you can't stop there. Your competition will quickly see what you're doing, and they will begin to move in on your newly formed area of expertise. Now you must innovate your business by adding products or services so that your business offers so much value that your prospects would be foolish to go elsewhere. And this session will show you how to specifically define what your prospects want. We'll show you how to innovate everything you do in your business. That way, when your target prospect comes to you for a solution to their problem or frustration, they quickly discover that you offer a solution that blows away your competition. I'm going to walk you through the steps that will allow you to identify once and for all exactly what your target prospects want and the innovations that will position you as your market's top value provider. Always remember that your prospects don't buy a price, they buy value. Innovate your business properly, and you will never compete on price again. In fact, you can often raise your price, possibly to the highest level in your industry. So let's get started. To quickly uncover what your target clients want, there are 4 simple steps to follow. Step 1, look at the world from your target perspective's point of view. Do your best to mentally step into their shoes, so to speak, and visualize how they feel about their current situation. If you're a child psychologist and your target prospect is a frustrated parent dealing with a screaming, hyperactive, uncontrollable child, position yourself in the exact same situation and ask yourself this: if I were this parent, what would I want? What is the problem I have, and what is the solution that I want? By stepping into the actual situation of the target prospect, you quickly get a feel for the anger, resentment, frustration, and so on that they're feeling. Those other emotions that will drive them to buy what you sell, if what you sell will really offer them the solution they seek. And that's the entire purpose of this session. In order to effectively market your product or service, you must understand the emotions that are at play in the minds of your target prospects. Now, we've already done a little bit of that, but we're going to bring it to the next level. Those are the emotions that drive them to seek out and pay for your solution. That leads us to step 2. Once you identify what your target prospects specifically want, you need to ask yourself if your business truly offers them what they want. The child psychologist target prospect wants their kid to stop yelling and screaming. So the psychologist must offer a solution that quickly gives the prospect exactly what they want. Your practice will offer some form of solution for the vast majority of the problems your prospect is experiencing. But if you examine your solutions closely, they're the exact same solution your competition offers. And since you both offer the exact same thing, value is now reduced to the business of offering the lowest price. That leads us to step 3, perhaps the most important step you will ever take as a small practice owner. You must offer exceptional and extraordinary value to your prospects. And the only way to do that consistently is to innovate your business. Ask yourself what you and your business can do or provide that will be viewed by your prospects as going that extra mile. The child psychologist may offer a free 1-hour stop the screaming session to the parent just to prove to these prospects that the doctor's solution actually works. By offering them proof before the prospect has to make a commitment for the doctor services, the doctor has added tremendous value right up front. Innovation is about creating new systems, enhancing existing systems, and doing things in a better way. You must strive to innovate everything your business does because the goal of innovation is improvement. You obviously can't innovate everything at once. So which areas of your business should you focus on now and which ones will have to wait a while? That's the purpose of this session. It all comes down to the question of wants versus needs. Your prospects buy what they want, not necessarily what they need. This can help you identify exactly what your target prospect wants. Innovate these areas first. For the child psychologist, they may innovate their business by offering a proven and tested 30-day process, where other doctors in this field typically require 60 or 90 days. Or perhaps the doctor is so certain their treatments work long-term that they're willing to guarantee their results for an entire year, instead of their peers who offer nothing and take at least 90 days. This brings us to step 4. Once you innovate the areas of your business that create exceptional value, it's time to pile on the value even more. By creating a list of the specific benefits your target prospect will enjoy as a direct result of your innovations. The child psychologist would list the benefits such as restore peace and quiet back into your home, eliminate all the child stress in your life, regain your family's peace, enjoy your time together each and every day. At the end of this session, you will be asked a series of questions. Let's quickly review these so you can see how it works. The first area will be the statement. We want you to use this area to put yourself into the target prospect's shoes and define what it is that they want. The second area is the what you do now statement. We want you to use this area to define what your business currently does to give them what they want. Area 3 is the really important one. This is where you define what your business could do to dramatically exceed what they want. This is your innovation area. This is the area that will help you to revolutionize your business by creating exceptional and extraordinary value that will be unmatched by your competition. And because your prospects buy based on emotion instead of logic, area 4 is where to record the benefits your ideal client receives from your innovation. You will use this area in all of your future marketing collateral to continually emphasize the business your prospects will receive when using your product or service. Remember how we keep saying that hot buttons represent the problems, frustrations, fears, and concerns your ideal client typically experience when they consider buying what you sell? So when you answer these questions for your practice, try to come up with as many of these hot button issues as you can that are relevant to your prospects and clients or patients. Then be sure you arrange them in order of priority, from most important to the least important, but we've just got started. Now that we've analyzed and defined our ideal clients' hot buttons, what they want statements, next we want to see if we presently offer the product or service that will actually solve any of these hot button issues. In order to help you stay in the proper mindset during this exercise, we recommend starting the sentence in question with with question 2 with the words, "What do we do?" Business owners never take the time to do this type of analysis. Just this one exercise can help you as a business owner dramatically separate your business from your competition. Okay, this is where we're going to ask you to begin to cultivate a unique skill that every business owner must possess, but virtually none of them do. I want you to begin to think outside of the box, so to speak, and create new, different, better, and more innovative ways to improve on what you're already doing. Let's brainstorm the various options we could do that helps us innovate your services and take this to another level. And let's use the words "we could" to get us started and to remind us to get creative and let our imaginations run wild. And if we're going to get creative, we have to agree that no idea is a dumb idea. In fact, if at least 50% of the potential innovations you listed don't border on the absurd, you're not trying hard enough. Just because you write something down doesn't mean you're committing to do it. You won't be expected to run right out and implement any of these ideas, not until you've carefully analyzed each of them to make sure that they create extraordinary value. And if you did offer them assurances, do you really think any of them would believe you? Of course not. I want you as a small practice owner to train yourself to think like your prospects think. Put yourself into their same mindset, literally. Pretend you are the prospect right now, and then mentally run through a typical day as one of these people. That is our "I want" statement, defining the first hot button issue. These are the raw emotions associated with that hot button issue. We've discussed many times the fact that your prospects buy based on emotion. It's critical that you flesh out these emotions and thoroughly understand them so you can create marketing messages that resonate with these emotions. Most small business owners want to market the positive side of their product or service. That simply doesn't work. There's an old saying when it comes to selling, an undisturbed prospect will never buy. Never forget that basic fundamental. You must understand the negative emotions that are in play with your prospects and then offer them a solution that will eliminate those negative emotions. Most prospects would rather eliminate pain than increase pleasure. Knowing this, we can now apply it to our prospective clients. This is where you begin to brainstorm all the different possibilities you may or may not be able to provide to your prospects. But you won't know if you can provide them with an innovative solution if you don't write them all down on paper and begin to analyze them. And remember, no idea is a dumb idea. Remember to begin each of your innovation statements with the words "we could," so that we know we could eliminate a lot of the negative emotions our prospects are feeling. Are you beginning to see why we said this section, when done properly, may help you to forever revolutionize your business? Please remember that in this innovation section, you are only writing down possibilities here. That doesn't mean you're committing to implementing any of them. In fact, before you implement any of your ideas, you should first review the costs associated with making these changes versus the projected revenue increases they could charge by implementing them. Let's quickly recap what we've accomplished in this session. Our main purpose is to help you quickly develop a solid foundation upon which you can build a highly successful practice. That foundation demands that you understand who it is that represents your target prospect, and then to immediately understand how that prospect goes about making the decision as to whether they will buy what you sell. The tools in this presentation will help you figure this out by first defining the problems, frustrations, fears, and concerns your target prospect typically faces when they do business within the industry you have chosen service. Second, you want to verify that you do indeed offer a current solution that eliminates that problem forever from your target prospects' lives. Third, look for potential innovative solutions that create massive value for your target prospects. Innovations that will completely separate your business from all of your competitors. And fourth, write out all the benefits those innovations will provide to your target prospects. Never forget that innovation is the key to success for small business owners. So take your time and come up with as many innovative solutions as you can. Just be sure they're based on specific things your target prospects want. Make it all but impossible for them to do business with you. Create a situation where they literally say to themselves that they would be an absolute fool to buy from anyone else but you. If you do this, you will forever dominate your market. Your target prospects want to feel special. They want to feel as though they're dealing with the expert that can help them solve their problems, concerns, and frustrations once and for all. They want a business that does things differently from everyone else who offers a similar product or service. They want a business that stands out from the crowd. They want a business they feel truly understands them, caters to them, and offers them exceptional value. But here's the great news. When they do find you, they're willing to pay a higher price to get this special treatment, as long as the value they perceive they will receive exceeds the price they will pay for the business that does all of this. Market domination is all but ensured. Prospects begin to appear almost out of thin air, and they will begin to pay top price. They will insist on telling everyone they know the exceptional value you provide. And maybe best of all, they will never leave you for a competitor, even a much cheaper one. In a future session, I will teach you how to convey all of these benefits to your target prospect. Throughout your marketing program, we'll show you a process you can use to generate real bottom line results by structuring the powerful and compelling information you uncover in this exercise so you can market to your prospects emotionally. Remember that our primary goal in the e-coaching program is to help you quickly effectively apply the basic fundamentals required to build a successful practice. See you in the next session.